my intro for the land nav video in B, Fort Benning, Georgia. What is going on, YouTube? I'm leaving the dumpster right now, but your boy is back. What is happening? Hey, I got my hair cut yesterday, so you know I'm kind of feeling myself right now. It is Saturday, April the 25th. All right, so right now it is all right, so let me give you like an update of what's going on like with the weather and everything up here, because I posted last week and I said that we hit above 50 degrees. This week has been a little bit cooler. We've been in about the 30s, but most of the ice has like finally melted, so like when I'm running, I'm not just running through puddles and everything, which is a great feeling to be able to run on the roads again. So I'm able to increase my mileage and run a lot faster as well, because I'm not, you know, tiptoeing around. With the weather right now as well, it is starting to get sunny at like 5:30 in the morning. So when I wake up and go to PT, the sun is already out, and the sun is not going down till like 11 o'clock at night. So last night I stayed up, it was like 10:45, and like I looked outside right before I went to bed and I saw that the sun was still out. So this summer in Alaska, well, all summers in Alaska, you have non-stop light for 71 days, and before, it isn't just, you don't just wake up one day and it's just light outside for 24 hours, of course. So every single day the sun comes out a little bit earlier and stays out just a little bit later. So I mean, I think it's really cool. Some people don't like it, but I think it's like really cool to like have the sun out like in the middle of the night. I don't know, it's really cool. All right, Saturday workout complete. I did a workout sponsored by my coach, and then I finished it up with a 7-mile jog. I did a it's cold outside, like the wind is really blowing, but I did a 7-mile jog at a 9:04 pace. So I wasn't like, you know, pushing it, but I did want to finish my weekend strong. And it's mid-afternoon right now. It's pretty cold outside, but that was a great way to really kick off the weekend. All right, so here's what we have post-workout. I'm making some salad. These are grilled chicken. This is grilled chicken over here that I have on the stove, and over here I have some onions. I threw that inside. I'm making a mess. I threw these onions inside the chicken, and I have baby spinach as well. So what I've been trying to do lately is watch what I eat and pay attention to the foods that I'm putting inside of my body, because I noticed that whenever I'm training, based on what I eat, it directly correlates to how I perform and how I feel after training. So I've been trying to eat a lot better, eat a lot cleaner, and cook a lot more meals at home. And bon appetit. Salad with grilled chicken on top, and that's lunch. What's going on, YouTube? It's AlvinTheDirector. This is my intro for the land nav video. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know, I'm in week 4 right now of OCS, which is Officer Candidate School in B, Fort Benning, Georgia. And right now, we're about to spend a week during land nav. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is story time. I wish I had like special lights and like a Cuban cigar or something like that to really set the scene, but instead this protein shake will have to do. So I want to talk to you all about the time that I failed the land nav. All right, so last summer when I was in OCS, we had land nav, and I posted like a video on land nav and how to pass land nav and all that stuff. So if you want to go check that out, you can go back and watch it. I'll probably link it after this video so you can check out how to prep for land nav and what land nav is like at OCS. But during OCS, I actually failed land nav. Okay, and I've never talked about this on the channel before, so I kind of want to just discuss that with you all. If you know you're nervous about land nav, or if you're doing land nav, it doesn't matter if it's like for OCS, it could be for just the Army in general, but like land nav, it's not easy, especially for someone who is doing land nav for the first time, especially on their own. All right, so at OCS this week, it was like perfectly sunny, like to start out the week. We were at OCS like in the field for like a week, right? And so Wednesday was the day that we actually were supposed to kick off being tested for land nav. Now, originally that date was supposed to be Thursday. So we started testing a day early because like bad weather was like about to roll in, and like it ended up storming like really bad. Like we had to actually leave the field. That's how bad like the storms were that came through Fort Benning. Like it was insane. Like our whole like base was like flooded. Everything was freaking soaked. Like thunderstorm. Like it was bad. Okay, so we started doing testing a day early, right? And on that day, since they started a day early and the original testing date was supposed to be Thursday, the catch was if you pass land nav on Wednesday, you're done for the week, right? But if you fail, it doesn't count against you. So the real testing date was still gonna be Thursday. So basically you got kind of like a buffer day, right? To do your test, which was like a great thing. So I was like, all right, this is the perfect time for me to like really find out if I can actually land nav on my own. And I'm doing like the lanes perfectly. Like I had like a great lane, and like I finished, I think there was maybe 45 minutes left on like I think it was a 3-hour time cap, or maybe 4 hours. I can't remember what the time cap was, but I'm coming in and like I'm showing, you know, the grader, the captain, I'm showing him my sheet, and he's like, OCK, which OC is officer candidate, everyone's OC there. So OCK, you didn't label your last point. And I'm like, what do you mean, sir? So I look at the paper, and I went to the point, and I clearly had like the hole punch, because whenever you get to a point, you have to hole punch your paper, right? But you also have to write down like the number of like the sign or pole or whatever. There's like everything is numbered. So you have to write down the number and you have to get the hole punch, which basically is like double verification that you actually went to that point. So you can't really cheat the system, right? And I was just thinking, shit, like I went to that point, and I'm trying to, you know, I'm begging with the captain, and I'm like, look, sir, like I clearly went to this point, like I'm not lying to you, and it was bad. So he looked at me and he was like, look, listen, like I believe you, but like you got 4 out of 5 points today, which 4 was passing. I think 4 was passing. Maybe it was 3, but whatever it was, like I met the minimum standard to pass. And he was like, look, if you found 4 points today, then you can do the same thing tomorrow. And I looked at him, like my face was just blank, and like I wanted to like just blame him for just being like unfair and all that, but like deep down inside, like that's the rules. Like they told us beforehand, like, hey, you know, when you go out, you need to double verify that you actually went through the lane, and I failed to do that on my end. So I ended up failing land nav that day, and even though it didn't really count against me, had that been the actual testing day and I failed, then I would have been a no-go. So like that was something that like hit hard for me. And the following day, like I was like extremely nervous about passing because I failed like the day before technically, right? So like the entire time, like the first like hour and a half, I'm thinking like in the back of my head, like I cannot mess this up. And like by me thinking about that failure, I could not find any points, right? On Thursday morning, the following day. So like, until like I actually have to literally physically stop walking and just get it out of my head that I failed the day before, and just know that I plotted my points right today and I'm gonna do everything right. And you know, I ended up passing on Thursday, which was I guess the original like testing date. But yeah, that's my land nav story and how I failed land nav. So whenever you're at land nav, make sure you do the points right. You don't have a lot of room for error. And you know, it's just one of those, not just army things, but like life things. Like if you have like guidelines and you have rules, you have to follow them, because you know, that could be the matter of, you know, life or death by making like those small mistakes, you know. But at the same time, don't harp on your mistakes. If you fail, try again, and don't, you know, let that get the best of you. So that's my story on how I failed land nav at OCS. If you have questions or anything like that about land nav, or you're nervous about it, drop them in the comments below and I'll be able to answer those questions for you, because Red Diamond is not the easiest course in the world, and if you've been there, you know that it can be a you know, drop those questions in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can also hit me up on Instagram at AlvinTheDirector. Again, thank you for watching. I'm Alvin the Director, and I'm out.